Today we are making key lime bars from my favorite cookbook, the Cook's Illustrated Baking Book. We are on page 246 if you are following along at home. I have made a lot of recipes in this book, but not all of them, and this one is a new one for me. The reason I haven't made this before, the main barrier that I've been facing is this: animal crackers. I had to go to 3 stores to find animal crackers. I don't have small children around me, nor do I regularly consume animal crackers, so I had to ask a gentleman at Target, and he directed me to the right area. I also forgot to write down exactly how many I needed for the recipe, so I bought 6 boxes. You don't need that much, so I've just been snacking on them. Delightful. The nice thing about this recipe and others that are similar to it in the book is that you don't have to go out and get key limes. You also don't need this many for the recipe. It's just that I went to a certain big box store and got really excited about this recipe, and I also forgot to write down, again, how many limes I needed. You're sensing a theme. I bought a bunch of limes. Turns out you need 4. I have about 20, so we're covered for that. And here we have all of our ingredients. We will need animal crackers, brown sugar, salt, butter, an egg, cream cheese, coconut for the top, and of course, limes. Did I say sweetened condensed milk? Whatever sweetened condensed milk is, go get yourself some. We need it. To start, we are going to preheat our oven to 325. Put the rack in middle position and take an 8x8 pan and line it with tin foil, which is what I have here. It also says to grease your pan, and I'm going to use butter since there's butter in the recipe. Normally, if there's vegetable oil in the recipe, that's what I would use, but today, let's go with butter. A great trick I've seen online is if you're going to use the entire butter, which we're not going to, and you have the wrapper left over, that's a really nice way to, it has like the perfect amount that you need, but we don't have that, so I'm improvising. I have had many things stick. I don't want to talk about it, but it means that I learned that it is important to properly line your baking tins. So we take this step seriously. Oh, I see. Oh, they label them on the back. Is this to teach children? But if they're not that clear, are we helping or hurting the youth? Like this one. Okay, it has, I don't know what this one is. It looks like a lion, except it has udders, and it's not on the box. What is it? I mean, this is just horrific. I've just become acquainted with these animals, and now I have to put them in the food processor and process them to death. Animals, I'm so sorry. Brutal. All right, I think that's the stage that we want to be of the ground animal bones. And now, pinch of salt. Now, 3 tablespoons of brown sugar. It didn't say light brown sugar or dark brown sugar. I happened to grab the light brown sugar, so that's what we're going with. I was worried because I'm like one of those weirdos, I guess, who puts bread in their brown sugar so it stays nice and moist. And I was worried about judgment, but then I read about it and that it is a thing that other people do in my favorite cookbook. And you guys know, I love my favorite cookbook. There is also this that came with. And I'm not really sure what you're supposed to do with it. It's clay. It has a water droplet on it, and so I put it in water. I didn't read the instructions because I'm a kinesthetic learner and I wanted to try it out, and put it in water. I think it absorbed the water. I put it in here and I noticed absolutely no change. So if you know how to properly use this plastic container and its clay companion, please let me know in the comments. I don't know what I'm doing. I want to be clear about what's going on here. We needed melted butter. So I needed to turn to my nemesis, the microwave. If you're not caught up on the drama, the microwave is my nemesis because it randomly sparks. I don't put anything in the microwave that the microwave should react badly to. It just sparks at me, and it does it completely unpredictably, and I find it incredibly unnerving. I said as much to the camera. I put the butter in the microwave and it began to spark. Evidence of what I have been saying. I go to the camera and it mysteriously had stopped recording. This is a conspiracy. We have our melted butter, and I will catch it on camera one day. 4 tablespoons of melted butter, slightly cooled, which is what we have here. I'm going to drizzle this on top of our animal bones mixture. Pulsing all day. I think the chefs call this sablé, which means sand in French. I know. I know so much. Trying to get it even. We'll see how successful I am. I might do the old measuring cup trick because it's kind of hard to get in here with the spatula. This is going in our oven that has been already preheated for 18 to 20 minutes. I have kind of a hot oven, so let's do 16. The crust is in the oven, and it's time to move on to the filling, which means we need some lime zest. I love the microplane, although I think that you are supposed to go like this. Wait, how would I do it? Like this. This is like the chef way, because then all of your zest is coming up in the top. But I'm not a chef. I am a hobby baker. This is the hobby baker method. What are we looking for? Packed? Like a packed tablespoon? Doesn't say packed tablespoon. I don't know if there's such a thing. You know, it's like, it's fluffy. So yes, of course it takes up the space. But you know, we want this to be citrusy. We want to taste the lime. So I say let's keep going. We're having a good time. Why would we stop? 2 ounces of cream cheese. And salt. Smells good. Wouldn't necessarily want to eat it at this stage anyway. All right, it's time to break out the sweetened condensed milk. What even is this? It's America's Most Trusted. I don't know about that. There you go. Yum. Egg yolk. This I will measure with care. We are looking for 1/2 cup, parentheses 4 limes. Well, let's find out. Pause from the limes. The timer is about to go off at 16 minutes. The book said 18 to 20, and we are looking for deep golden brown. It was already golden brown, so how much of a difference we're gonna find, I'm not sure, but let's take a look. Well, I would say that's hard to say. I would say it looks golden brown. It smells nice, but is it deep golden brown? Kind of wish my favorite cookbook was a little bit more descriptive here. One more minute. Back to the limes. Oh yeah. Timer's about to go off again. I'm ready. Looks exactly the same as it did before. I don't know. Yeah? Sure. We have 1/2 cup of lime juice. Took more than 4 limes, parentheses, 4 limes. We are adding our hard-earned 1/2 cup of lime juice into our condensed milk limey mixture. Whisk. Gently. Whisk gently until incorporated. Oh yeah. You know, probably gonna get worse before it gets better. Bake until set and edges pull away slightly from the sides. 15 to 20 minutes. Again, we got the hot oven. Let's do 13 and check it. I'm not seeing edges pulling slightly away. I think we need to go back in. Edges beginning to pull away slightly from the sides. concerned about that bit. Don't really know what that's gonna look like. Okay, after these 2 minutes, that's it. We're taking it out. I can't stand it. I also really don't want to over bake it. Let's just check. Can't wait. I think enough oven time. We're good. This now needs to rest at room temperature for an hour to an hour and a half, just like this. Don't touch it. Don't even look at it. An hour and a half later, this has cooled. It's set up a little bit. I can see that I didn't put it in completely smooth, so there's like a small dip over here, but I'm sure it'll be just fine. The next step is to cover this with more tin foil, and then we are going to refrigerate for at least 2 hours. The key lime bars are chilling, so we're gonna get ahead and toast our shredded coconut until golden and crisp. I got the oven back on. I'm gonna put the shredded coconut in the oven now, give it a little toast. I have no idea how long it's gonna take, so we're just gonna keep an eye on. Oh no. What is happening? Look at this. One side is like super brown and the other one's not at all. What happened? Maybe it smelling a little burnt. Be a little. It's not too, you know, it might be okay. It kind of looks like the picture with just some darker brown bits. Okay, 2 hours later. It's been chilling. It's time. Loosen sides with paring knife. Yeah. Oh, beautiful layers. Nice. Not even, but whatever. We knew that was gonna happen. Sprinkle with toasted coconut if using. Yes, we are. Okay, it's time for my favorite part, grading the recipes. Recipe from my favorite cookbook, but to make it extra nerdy, I don't do it in the regular way. I use the grading system from Harry Potter. That's right, I use the OWL grading system. If you aren't familiar, the grades are O for outstanding, E for exceeds expectations, A for acceptable, P for poor, D for dreadful, and T for troll. And I'm very excited to say that I have a special guest coming in today to help me. I've never tasted this before, and I'm gonna bring in my live-in taste tester. We're gonna grade it together.
All right, what do we got here?
Taste tester, hello.
Hello.
Hi. We have key lime bars.
Yeah, I feel like you need more crunchy stuff.
It's coconut.
Because that's always the problem with this kind of a thing, is that it's all one texture.
Do you have a lot of experience eating this kind of a thing?
Hell yeah. I've made mad lemon bars, lime bars.
What?
Yeah.
I've never had one.
It's just like sweetened condensed milk mixed with stuff and then put into a pan, right?
All right, pick one up. I'm gonna eat one too. Ooh.
Mmm.
It's good. Give me your thoughts.
Very good.
Technical term.
I
mean, it's sweet.
I thought the stuff on top would be really critical, but
I don't really taste it at all.
I don't notice it.
I think that the like condensed milk part, I mean, it's really sweet.
Well, yeah. It's also the kind of thing where I'm going to want to eat one of those.
Yeah.
No more.
I'm finding it to be really, really sweet.
Yep.
You're definitely getting like lime. I'm not tasting any coconut.
All right, so I'm going to go with this. My worry is that these will not keep well.
According to my favorite cookbook, you can put them in the fridge for up to 2 days and the crust will soften.
If they stay this good in the fridge for a couple of days, these are an E.
Okay.
If they're only good like for today and then they get kind of like mushy or whatever in the future, I'm going to give it an A+.
There is no A+, as I've explained to you many times, but I will explain to everyone at home. It's just the flat grade. You just have to be really cutthroat about it. I think for me, this is just an A for acceptable.
Wow.
I think if someone was like, I'm obsessed with key lime pie, do you have it in a bar form? I'd be like, yes, here's a very good recipe.
True.
But it's not blowing my socks off because there's such a high standard in my favorite cookbook
Mm.
that it kind of evens
That's
out
true.
everything else.
Some of the stuff in this book is just phenomenal. So
Yeah.
grading on that curve. Why don't we
We're
meet in the
gonna
middle and call it a E-?
Okay. A it is.